Everyone talks about on the internet, everyone's talking about how being delusional is the solution and how being delusion has changed their lives and all of that. And I agree to that to some extent, but I think there's a part that they are missing, and that is being delusional but detached. Let's talk about this. When I started my business at a very, very young age, I was delusional, of course. I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire and I'm going to do all of that. And like I'm going to run a six-figure business, I'm going to have a big community. And that became true. But throughout this journey, I learned one thing. And that is that attaching yourself to an outcome is going to make your life worse, make your life a living hell. I used to, launch an offer and I was like, if 10 people do not join this offer, then I must have done something wrong with this. Then I'm not a good coach. I used to have this mentality. And I think it was pushing me into power. It was creating this pressure until I realized that my life was a living hell. Very honestly, my life became a living hell because just to achieve my delusional outcomes, I was now judging myself. I was now attaching my worth, what I bring to the table, my expertise and my skills to an outcome. And how silly of me that decision was. Like, how can you judge yourself for not achieving your desired outcome? I have seen people being like, this client left me, and it must mean that I have a bad client experience. That must mean that I'm not good enough. Maybe I shouldn't have been, joining this business world. Maybe I'm just not cut out for business or whatever. And I'm always like, why are you letting a client depict your worth as a coach, your worth as a business owner? So this is a very, very important topic for me to talk about because everyone right now is being delusional. Everyone is like, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to buy this car, I'm going to travel around the world, I'm going to buy this private jet, and that is good. No one is stopping you from having these big delusional goals. What I am stopping you from though is attaching your worth to an external factor. My reminder for you, remember this and screen record this, put this on your wallpaper, just put this everywhere so you are 24/7 reminded of this. Your worth, as I'm not going into specifics, you are a business owner, a 9-to-5 worker, I don't care. Your worth is not determined by the kind of goals you achieve. That is it, that's the video, right? That is the whole point of this video, for me to tell you that you are allowed to have goals that feel impossible. You are allowed to have widely expansive goals. But what you're not allowed to do is judge yourself for not achieving them. This is the kind of mindset you want to have. You are going to be like, I am going to make $1 million this month. And even if I don't, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean I did something wrong. It just means that I didn't make $1 million this month. This is the kind of detachment I want you to master. Once you master detachment, you are going to experience so much happiness in your life, like genuine happiness. You are going to, throw this pressure away. Literally, just throw this pressure away of achieving a goal in a certain time frame and then blaming yourself for not achieving that. This is the whole point of this video. If your goal is to get 93% on your exams, be like, this is exactly the words I want you to say to yourself. I am going to achieve the 93% on my exams this month. But even if I don't, that doesn't mean that I'm a bad student. That doesn't mean that I didn't do enough. That just means that I didn't get 93% on my exams. That is all. That is it. And then once you are all settled, once you have, it's good if you achieve that. It's great if you achieve that 93%. But even if you didn't, it's fine. Now what you want to do is reflection. Reflect on, were you doing, did you study to your full potential? Were you distracted? Were you not distracted? Were you fully focused? Were you committed? Were you consistent? Were you practicing and like studying every single day? And you are going to ask yourself these reflective questions. You are going to find the gap. You are going to find the blind spot that made this goal not achievable. And then you're going to move forward, keeping these gaps in mind and filling them along the way. This is literally how you lead your life. I cannot make this more simpler than you. I once dropped an offer, once I launched an offer, and my goal was to have 5 people in it. I ended up getting 3 people in it. And I was like, okay, my goal was to have 5 people, but I didn't. I did 3 people, which is great. That goal seemed a bit impossible, but I got 3 people, which is, I was there, I was getting people, and then I asked myself reflective questions. I was like, where was I not being consistent? Where did I, just waving around and not actually being fully committed to this process? Like, I asked all of these businessy reflective questions. I found the gap. I moved forward, keeping these gaps in mind and filling them along the way, and then keeping these in mind when I launched my next offer, and then I got 7 people in that, even though my goal was only 5. No one is going to come to save you. You have to save yourself. No one is going to come and tell you that it's fine, do not worry, it's fine if you didn't achieve your goal. You have to literally just pat on your back on your own. You literally have to do it on your own, alone. No one is going to tell you or remind you of your worth except me. No one is going to tell you that it's fine, you are still worthy, you are still valuable, we still respect you or whatever, even if you didn't achieve that goal and blah blah blah. But you always have yourself. You are going to be there for yourself, and I want you to tell yourself that it's okay. It's okay, Sirat, if I didn't achieve this goal, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person or a bad business owner. It just means that I didn't achieve this X goal. The simplest way, the simplest framework I can give you to become wildly successful in life and achieve all of your goals and live a life without regrets is going to be this one. First, have delusional goals. Have goals that feel so expansive, so impossible to achieve that people think you are crazy. Okay, this is the first step. Have crazy, stupid, big goals. The second step, you are not going to achieve all of your goals in first go. So some you're going to achieve, some you're going to miss on. This is the second step where you have to remind yourself of your worth and master detachment. You are going to be like, okay, it's fine, I didn't hit 10,000 on my YouTube this year. It's fine, I'm still valuable. I still hit 7,000, let's say, right? What are my next steps? Reflect on yourself. It's fine if I didn't achieve that, but now how can I move forward? What were the gaps? What was I missing? Was I being consistent? Was I being committed? Did I believe in myself? Whatever, right? These are the reflective questions. Reflect. The fourth step is moving forward, keeping these gaps that you just listed down in your mind and achieving your goal. Fifth one is literally achieving your goal, because it's impossible, like humanly impossible, to work on a goal, be committed for a very long period of time and not achieve that. It's impossible. It's impossible that you fail in your first business and the second and then the fourth and fifth and sixth and never actually create the business of your dreams. It's impossible. When you are fully committed to your work, whatever goal you have, maybe you will not achieve it in 1 year, maybe you will not achieve it in 2 years, or the timeline that you thought you will achieve that goal in. You thought maybe that you will reach your 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in 1 year. Maybe it took 2 years, maybe 3, but it's impossible for you to not achieve that goal. And I want you to take this mindset with you. Whenever you are like, maybe I should just give up on this goal, it's not going to work. Remember my words, and I'm saying this video is a mic drop. Honestly, my favorite videos that I've ever created. Write this down on a notepad right now. It's impossible for me to not achieve a goal after working on it with all the commitment for so long. It's impossible. I'll end this video here. What I want you to do is master detachment. Detachment is basically the ability to not attach your one's worth, one's value to an external outcome. You are exceptional, you are a great human being, and it's fine if you don't achieve something in the time frame that you thought you will. But again, you are going to achieve that goal no matter when you achieve that. I'll end this video here. Have a great time. Bye-bye.